Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here for your horoscope from the new moon in Capricorn on December 30th, 2024 to the new moon in Aquarius on January 28th, 2025. This horoscope is for Libra Sun, Libra Rising. I appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. Let's go ahead, jump in and get started. So Libra, this new moon is happening in your fourth house of family and upbringing. You may hear news from home, or there may be a new start inside your household of some sort. But this is a beautiful new start. It's not a very strong one, but it is a kind, beautiful new moon. So expect a new start in your home or in your family life, or maybe receive a phone call from the past telling you, something has changed in regard to relatives or that sort of thing. Mercury is trining Chiron. So this is a beautiful, sort of easy kind of healing energy. So Mercury's in your third house of siblings, the community that's around you that you don't really choose. And it's got this friendly relationship right now with Chiron in your seventh house. So the seventh house is the house of long-term relationships. This is your marriage partners, your business partners. And Mercury and Chiron making this connection allows for some type of healing, maybe between siblings and business partners or people you grew up with. But this is a beautiful energy. In the background, Mars is opposing Pluto. And so this is a power struggle. So Libra, Mars is currently in your 11th house. This is the house of chosen friends, the people you network with, the people you make an effort to be around. And you are just feeling a little disenchanted by them right now, a little touchy. You're kind of feeling set off by your friends, and that's because Mars is going retrograde right there. Pluto has recently entered your 5th house. This is a house of children, or creative projects, or passion projects. And there's some kind of power struggle between your friends and your children or your passion projects. And there's some friction going on behind the scenes. And so this energy is coming to a peak on December 31st and January 1st. So just be aware of that. If you're at any New Year's parties and your friends are there and your kids are there, it may be a little bit of a difficult energy. On January 3rd, Venus moves into Pisces. Pisces rules your 6th house of everyday routines. This is health practices, your mundane world. And when Venus is there, little things like running errands, grocery shopping, working out is just a little bit more pleasurable. There may be young women in your life at this time as well, just to make it, that might be who makes it fun and pleasurable, but this is music in your daily life, fun, laughter. Venus is there for the rest of the month, so enjoy this, Libra. Then on the 4th of January, the Sun sextiles Saturn. So the Sun is still in your 4th house, upbringing, home, family. Saturn has been in your 6th house, the house that Venus just entered, of daily mundane routines, health practices. Saturn's kind of been putting you through your paces these past few years. And so something about maybe the men in your family, a father figure, a husband figure, who has some sort of restriction for you in your daily routine. So their energy is kind of going to make your regular daily life a little bit more difficult. This is a short-term energy, but this is taking place on the 4th of January, so be aware of that. Then on January 6th, Mercury squares Neptune. So Mercury's still going through your 3rd house. This is your community, your siblings, and it's squaring Neptune. That's also in your 6th house. So there is some type of confusion that day, and this is around your neighbors, your community, and your daily routines. This is not a good day to make decisions, Libra. So if you can avoid making decisions, especially important ones, avoid that. And that energy is there on the 6th. Also, on January 6th, Mars, which is going retrograde in the sky, moves back into Cancer. So Cancer rules your house of career. It's how you're seen in the world. So you may feel nitpicked at work. You may be demotivated, not wanting to go to work, just kind of being done with it. Once again, don't make any sort of rash decisions. Mars is in Cancer for a while, but it's going to be going retrograde till almost the end of February. So just, kind of trudge along and do the work thing, Libra. But that Mars enters Cancer and will be there the rest of the month. On January 8th, Mercury enters Capricorn. This is your fourth house. So your mind, your focus is going to be shifted to family matters once again. So you have a lot of energy in your fourth house of family this month, Libra. And so Mercury is entering there. You may be wanting to organize at home, maybe work from home. Your sibling may come to visit. These are all energies that can happen with Mercury in your fourth house. The sun is also squaring Chiron that day. So the sun is once again in your fourth house of family and home, and Chiron is in your seventh house of long-term partnerships. So this is like an uncomfortable sort of awakening aha moment in regards to family and your spouse, or family and your business partner. So there may be a few tears shed that day. You may be sensitive. Good day to journal and just kind of get it out, Libra. Then on January 13th, Mars trines Neptune. So Mars is still in your 10th house of career, how you are seen in the world, and Neptune's in your house of daily routines. So you may be looking good without trying. You may not be doing much at work. You may be demotivated, but someone could say, hey, good job, Libra, way to go. So this is a beautiful energy. This is coming around on January 13th. Also on that day, the sun is trine Uranus. So Uranus has been going through your 8th house. This is your partner's money has been all over the place. You've not really been able to depend on it. It's been here, there, and everywhere. There's been all sorts of what in the world's going on between secrets with you and your partner these past several years. And the sun is triggering that energy. So men in general are going to be unpredictable on the 13th. It's not that they don't have good intentions. They may have good intentions, but they're probably not going to show up on time. They're probably not going to do the thing they say, and they're going to be off in left field doing something else. So just be prepared for that, Libra. On January 14th, Venus is squaring Jupiter. So Jupiter is currently in your 9th house. This is long-term goals, long-term dreams. This is foreign travel. This, is becoming a master, being a guru. And so Venus in your house of everyday routines may want you to overdo it or overpromise. You may be like, yeah, let's go on 2 cruises, not just one. But it's beautiful energy either way, but it's a lot of that energy. It's sort of a negative vibe with a bunch of positivity. On the 15th of January, the sun is opposite Mars. So when the sun is opposite Mars, men feel a little bit triggered. They feel picked on. And so the men in your family and your motivation to go to work is at odds. It's something you got to do. You probably don't want to do it, and you may be hearing from the men in your family or the people that you live with. So it's just a little bit of a tug of war on the 15th. On January 18th, there's some sort of agreement between your family or your relatives and your daily routines. So maybe you've got to go and deliver contracts to somebody, some sort of agreements, but the energy is there to come to a meeting, come to the same, a meeting of the minds occurs. So we come together on terms, and this has to do with your family and your regular everyday work routine. So maybe there's new policies in place at work regarding family, something of that nature. But that energy is there on the 18th, Libra. Then on January 20th, the sun moves into Aquarius. Aquarius is your 5th house. This is creative projects, passion projects. This is those kiddos. And so the light kind of shines in your life to that direction. And this happens every year. The next day, on January 21st, the sun and Pluto come together in this house. So there's a new start in your passion projects, in your career, in regards to spending time with the kiddos. And so this is something, Pluto is in your 5th house right now and will be there for the next 19 years. So this is very much an energy that you're going to have and see, and the sun's just going to trigger this. This is Pluto wanting to be sure, you're doing what you're passionate about, you're doing what's in line with you and your children's calling. And so that energy is going to be triggered on the 21st. Also on that day, Mercury in the house of home and family is squaring Chiron, which is still in your 7th house of long-term partnerships. So there is something about family matters in your spouse that's gonna trigger you on that day. It'll be another day for healing. It'll be a little rough. Once again, get out the journal, Libra, that's the best thing to do in these situations. So then on January 23rd, we've got a lot of energies going on. So Mars is opposite Mercury. Mercury is trine Uranus, and then Mars is also sextile Uranus. So this is energy that can show a bit of tension between home life, work life, and then the chaos in your partner's finances somehow works it all out. So expect there just to be a little bit of drama that day. There'll be a little bit of tugging, a little bit of surprise, a little bit of all over the place, and it'll be between those three sectors: home, work, and your partner's finances. Then on the 25th of January, Venus trines Mars. So this is a beautiful energy. Mars has been going retrograde in your house of career and how you're seen in the world. Venus in your daily life is going to make a connection. So there's going to be some kind of enjoyment at work. You may receive a little bit of money. You may receive some time off. It may just be an easy day. But this energy is taking place on January 25th. So mark that, Libra. That'll be a fun and enjoyable day. Then on January 26th, Mercury is trining Neptune. So this is a similar energy. Mercury's in your house of family and home. Neptune's in that sixth house of work. So it's just a beautiful day. You're going to be thinking happy thoughts about your family. This may be a wonderful time to put some photos on your desk of your family, rearrange photos with the kiddos, stuff like that. But you'll really enjoy the weekend of the 25th and 26th, Libra. And then that brings us to the 28th. That is the new moon in Aquarius. Once again, that's your fifth house: passion projects, creativity, kiddos. And that will be at 9 degrees of Aquarius, and we will talk about that on the next horoscope video. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Libra. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and I will see you soon.